enjoy and yeah, feel good this session. And to start us off, a beautiful uplifting quote from William Blake: gratitude is heaven itself. There you go. So let us be grateful that we're here, and when we showed up, grateful to ourselves. It's a nice way to begin. So standing up, let's get ourselves going. So we're going to begin, lift the shoulders up high, breathing in and out through the mouth. Release, let's land and arrive. Look at your feet, feel your feet, breathing in, lift the shoulders up high, out through the mouth. Drop them down. And again, breathing in one more time, really lift them as high as you possibly can. Just feel that in the shoulder blades there, and then out through the mouth. Good. And then let's just take those shoulders back a few times. Let the knees join in. So the shoulders are rolling. And then as you get a little bit bigger, you see the elbows start lifting. You start opening up the body. Yeah, it's like really enjoy that sort of flowing movement. Inhaling, looking right up, opening up your wings, opening up your heart. On the inhale, exhale, the arms coming down behind you. So we're taking those arms back behind us. So we're getting lots of expansion on the front and the back of the upper body. Breathing in, keeping those knees bending, so keep that nice and supple. The upper body is working all the time. And now we'll go forwards with those shoulders. So rolling and bending the knees. So we're just getting everything activated, but smoothly and slowly. We're not kind of kicking ourselves or pushing. We're just rolling into our practice, rolling in and enjoying. Yeah, let the elbows start lifting. It's like the body's coming forwards, or kind of hunching forwards, like we're diving into something. Breathing in and out, bending the knees in and out. So open across those shoulder blades, and you take those hands forwards and meet them together at the front. Okay, so we're going to just take the hands in front and behind, waking up the body, front and back of the shoulders, getting a little bit of opening. And let's just get everything a bit more fluid. Let's get these emotions moving. So feet a bit further apart, knees bent. Take this invisible ball of energy, if you like, or just imagine that ball. You're holding it lightly but firmly. And now we're going to take that ball on a infinity symbol or a figure 8 on its side. Just going to follow that and see if we can find a little bit of flow. So notice that immediately I start lowering into my body because I'm not just moving my arms. If we're doing this, it's kind of, not really interesting, and our attention will go. Try and keep your attention as well. So looking at this space between the hands, following it as it goes high, maybe it goes low, maybe it goes very small and quiet, maybe it goes very big and very expressive. But you choose, just follow the flow. Follow the flow. In the time that you feel is interesting, go around to the sides. Notice what parts of the body are getting activated. Might even come off of one foot. Maybe you have to reach up. Maybe it's a very big, expressive shape, or maybe it's very small. Notice the focus of your attention come to a slowness and a stillness. Breathe in. Breathe out, feel that energy between the hands. So the arms are soft, but they're held. Now we're going the other way. So whichever way you went, which is probably going to the right first of all, particularly if you're right-handed, we're going to start going to the left. So it's the same thing, but just in the other direction. Again, play with this. Go high, go low. So you're using your knees, you're using all the joints of the body, keeping everything in the body fluid, but keeping a slight kind of frame in the shoulders and the arms. So you feel the body, you feel the abdominals working, you feel the knees, the hips, the ankles, even the head, the sides of the body, the ribs open up. Play with the size and the space and come to a stillness again. So you can feel a little bit of energy moving, a little bit of motion. Okay. And now we're going to just bring the left knee up, meet it with the right hand, and then the other way. So with this kind of loosening up, we get a bit more energy in the body, and we're just coordinating the body with the brain with this cross lateral motion. Now we're meeting the extended leg with the opposite hand. Again, you can do this at the speed that feels comfortable for you. Great. Breathe. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. And then out to the side with the leg and taking the opposite arm over the head. This other arm can kind of mirror that. You see this little kind of circling in opposite directions. It's a bit like a yin yang symbol, the arm going one way and the other arm going the other way. Good. Opening up the side body, breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time. Good. And we're just going to do another couple. So we're going to lift the knee. So it's going almost crossing that center line. It is kind of crossing the center line. And then we're bringing the elbow to kind of close in and go almost over, or if you can reach to get over the other side of the knee, get the knee nice and high as well. But it's not just lifting it in front, it's taking it across. So you get that real close down. Kind of feel that across your back. And again, move at the speed that feels good for you. You need a bit more enlivening. You can make that very lively. You even put a little hop in there. And then we're going to open up for the other direction. So you lift the knee up and out to the side, lift the elbow up and out to the opposite side. Opening across the body, open like a beautiful diagonal across the body, breathing in and out. In and out. Good. Keep that breath smooth, even and steady. Enjoy the movement of your body. Notice what's happening. Listen to any sounds that the body's making. Okay, then we come to stillness. And let's just take the feet a bit further apart now, loosening. Knees bend, let the arms swing around the body in these twists. Becoming aware of your center. Feel your center. Amongst the chaos, there is a center from the top of the head to the base of the body. We're keeping this steady. It's kind of staying still in the center, in the eye of the storm, if you like, but everything else is just moving around freely in the space. Slowly come to a stop. Hit the back of the hands on the lower back. Let some sound out through your mouth. Release any tension. We release the tension, we calm the nervous system down so that we can become much more focused. Our mind is much more available for whatever we need it for. Our ability to think and do and learn is accentuated. So we're taking the knuckles either side of the lower spine, getting that energy to rise up. Anything that's kind of gotten a bit stuck in the body or in our thinking, it's going to be encouraged to move and flow. Yeah, feeling that energy coming through the top of the head. Let's just give the head a little bit of a shampoo. Oh yeah, that's definitely needed. So all that energy that's risen up through the spine gets a little bit of sparkle, a bit of shine in the skull. So just shining up the skull, giving the hair a little zhuzh, really getting the fingers as if you're shampooing that skull. Good, and take the fingers to the chest. Just feel everything kind of getting renewed energy. Fingers all the chest area, into the center, into the upper ribs. Give the upper ribs a little rub, sides there. Yeah, good. So everything's a bit more lively now, enlivened. Let's come to the front of the mat. We're going to come into triangle, Trikonasana, feet hips width apart, parallel with the feet. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right. Right foot pointing forwards, left foot pointing in a right angle. Get the hips level. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest wide. Breathing out, reaching over to your left and down. Let's reach and make connection with the lower leg, but press into that so we can open the chest. So you notice that movement. It's kind of, I'm just exaggerating that so you can see that openness. And that's what happens with my shoulder. It moves away from the ear. And I'm looking up to the right fingertips, soften the knees, feel the feet on the ground, if the toes, place them down. Breathe, feel the length in the right side. Feel the strength and stability of that right hip holding things in place. Feel the right shoulder dropping down. Of course, you always have the option of taking that arm behind the back if you want to really open the chest up, or if you feel it's difficult holding that arm up. And if you think about holding the arm up, it feels kind of boring and difficult, whereas if you extend the fingers up, then it's much more dynamic. So you have that dynamism will help It will help to maintain the posture and not feel kind of heavy. Now use the inhale to come up, maybe bending into the left knee. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment to transition the weight into the right foot, step back with the left. Get the weight even between the feet, ground them down, breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the body, lift the torso, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, open the heart, breathing out, reaching over to the right as far as you can, then down. Make contact with the lower leg, press into it with the front or the back of the hand, and then use that kind of pressing to help take the left shoulder back, down away from the ear, and open the chest. So it's a bit of the chest wants to turn till we look at the ceiling, but equally, this left hip is staying in place. Legs are strong, but not locked at the knee. Keep extending. It's like you're trying to reach the ceiling with the left fingers, and your gaze is going towards the left fingers, beyond the left fingers, through the ceiling, through the skies. Lots of length in the left side of the body, strong belly, strong back. Everything is engaged and expanding. Breathe into that, enjoy. Use the inhale to come up, bending into that right knee. Exhale, lower the arms down, bend into the left knee, come back to the front of the mat. Okay, take a moment here. Let's just come into a ragdoll while we're here. So keeping the chin going down to the chest, bending the knee, letting the hands slide down the legs. So we'll have a little bit of counter pose and just see how our back feels today. Let the weight, really feel the weight of the arms, feel the weight of the head hanging. Breathe in and out through the nostrils and let your body hang. From the hips, the body is hanging forwards, the knees are bent, the legs are strong, the feet are grounded on the floor. Let the shoulders hang forwards, breathe in through the nostrils. Long sigh out through the mouth. Release your back. Let's try that again. Empty all the air out. And then start to lift from the base of the spine. It's like the sun rising. Keep the knees bent. So we're lifting vertebrae by vertebrae, creating space in the spinal column. Coming to standing. Lift the shoulders, roll them back. Lift the chest, good. So revived spine, we're going to come into warrior two. Weight on the left again, bigger step back with the right. So get that distance, it's much wider than a triangle. And also the toes are pointing slightly forwards. Get the hips level now, square to themselves, breathing in, lift the arms up, breathing out, take the arms down to the sides, breathing in. And as you breathe out, left knee goes forwards, but with equal emphasis, pressing that right foot into the ground. Try and get that feeling as you breathe out. We're going to just do that again. We're going to practice this dynamically so we can get that feeling over and over. Breathing in, feel yourself lifting and lengthening, maybe lifting from the heart. And as you breathe out, even emphasis, the right foot and the left knee. Breathing in and breathing out, but keep extending the fingers away from each other, keep lifting the chest, keep long in the body. So you're just doing this in time with your breath. Maybe you're going a little deeper each time, breathing in, lifting. So we're not coming backwards, we're lifting centrally. Same way as we breathe out, we're kind of coming down centrally, but pressing into both feet. But the dynamic is really about the knee coming forwards. That's one end of this line of energy, if you like, and pressing into the right foot. Breathing in, let's do one more of these. Breathing out slowly, sink into the posture, look down the left arm, beyond the left fingers, really keep the tummy strong and pointing the tailbone down. Open across the hips, checking your knees not collapsing inwards, keeping nice and open there. Pressing into the back foot, breathe, lengthen the back of the neck, breathe. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, float the arms down. Bend into that right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake, just to reconfigure the energy. Weight into the right foot, big step back with the left, same thing. Big step. Get your hips level, breathe in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the fingers away from each other. And then breathing out, we're going to bend into the right knee. It's hovering over the ankle and pushing into the left foot. So we get that dynamic. Breathing in, lifting the chest, keep the shoulders down, and breathing out, right knee going forward, pushing back into the left foot. Breathing in and breathing out. Sinking down a little deeper. Don't forget to keep that tummy strong. Keep the tailbone pointing down. So strong belly and lower back working together. Breathing in. Moving slowly and mindfully. Feeling what's happening in the body, feeling the muscles, feeling how everything is connected in the body. Feeling everything moving away, expanding away from each other, making space in the body. That's what we're doing. Breathing in, and one last time, breathing out, sinking into the posture, pushing into that back foot, strong. The outside of this left leg is strong. It's kind of, like your anchor. Open across the hips, lifting the chest, strong, open, expansive body. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee a lot so that you can spring forwards. Good. Okay. We'll have a moment just to, again, reconfigure. So we're going to come into a squat. We open the hips. We're going to give the hips a bit of relief. Hopefully this is relieving. So find your feet a little bit. Don't forget, if your heels are lifted, place something underneath them. Pillows, blocks, whatever you need. Otherwise, just let your body hang between the knees. Get your body between the thighs there. And let the body hang and the head hang. Rest the backs of the hands on the ground. So you get this very much surrendered feeling. Releasing, letting go. And calming that nervous system. Really key, calming the nervous system in our yoga practice. Breathe in through the nostrils. Let the back of the neck release. Breathe out through the mouth. Lifting the head up slowly. Bring the hands together and just bring the hands towards the heart and the heart or the chest towards the hands. Pressing the elbows inside the knees there. So we're getting this feeling of opening the hips, but also sitting tall and taking some weight forwards. If you find that when you do this, you're kind of falling backwards, you can put something underneath your heels to help that weight come forwards a little bit. But really lifting the chest towards the hands and drawing the hands towards the chest, back of the neck still long. Breathe here. Breathing steady in and out through the nostrils. Good. Now bring the hands to the ground, come into downward dog again. So knees are bent, don't forget. Feet, hips width apart, parallel. Let the body hang for a second. Maybe have a little sway from the right to the left. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. We'll have a little sway. How does that impact on your body? Can you feel that in your back, that movement from the right to left? Does that have an opening impact? Keep the head hanging. Turn the head to release the neck. And now slowly again, the sun is rising, it's traveling up through your central column, through your spine, through your nervous system, creating space and energy, space for you to breathe and experience. So coming back to the front of the mat, another warrior, a peaceful warrior. So we check our feet, lift the toes high off the mat, really pull them up, and then place them down, spread the toes out. Lift the heels high, and then place them down slowly. So really feeling that connection with the ground. Weight on the left foot. Big step back again with the right. Big step. Get the feet well positioned and evenly planted, hips level. Breathe in, starts like warrior two, breathing in, breathing out. So as you breathe out, it's like the chest lifts and the shoulders sink back. You see that movement there, and the fingers extend away from each other. So really expanded. Now breathing in, out, taking that left knee forwards, right heel planted back. Breathe in here, looking down the left arm, breathing out, reaching back with the right arm down, making contact with that back leg, reaching the left arm up to the ceiling, to the sky, and taking that over the body. The palm is facing down. towards the mat. Keep the bend in the left knee. Just check that you haven't started straightening out. You should feel that your body is still balanced between the feet. Breathe. Yeah, it's a beautiful posture, really opening up the side body. Now use the inhale to come back to warrior. Exhale, sink into the warrior two for a second. Use the inhale to straighten up, stand up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into that right knee a lot so that you can spring back to the front of the mat. Let's have a little shake of the legs again. Give the knees a little wiggle. Weight on the right, big step back with the left. That's peaceful warrior on the other side. Get the hips level. Strong belly, strong back. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. As the arms come down, lift the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee, pushing back into that left foot. So hold the warrior first. Feel that steady and stable. Now breathe in. As you breathe out, reaching back with that left hand and down, making contact, pressing into that left leg, straight arm. The right arm lifts up, return the palm, and it reaches over the body. Palm is facing down to the mat. Just check that you have the bend in the right knee still. You're still pressing into the feet, not gripping. Even weight between the feet, looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that right arm. Breathe. One more breath in and out. Now use the inhale to come back. Bring the arms back to warrior two, breathing in, breathing out, sinking into this posture one last moment. Now use the inhale to lift up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's just shake everything up a little bit. So, knees are slightly bent, so I'm going to shake the knees. Let the hips join in. This is just getting everything shaken and rearranged. And the shoulders are going. Let's make some sound, breathing in. Out through the mouth. Yeah, releasing anything that's kind of a bit stuck. Breathing in. Really useful little practice there. So we're going to come into a forward bend now. So feet again, just check them, hips width apart, parallel. Breathing in, lift the arms up, make yourself really long or hold your back. Exhaling, coming forwards, strong belly, strong back, whether you're holding your back or keeping that extension. Taking your fingers to the ground, looking at the space between the big toes. Use the inhale to come up on the fingertips, look forwards. So opening and extending the spine, think about that line from the chest to the base of the spine. And now bringing the chest towards the ground, not the legs. The chest, the heart is coming towards the ground and the tail is reaching up to the ceiling. You may be able to flatten the hands, but whatever you do, make contact with the ground. Otherwise it can feel a little bit like it's hanging. So put something on the ground to make contact, books or blocks or cushions or whatever you have there. And every time you breathe in, or every now and again, every other inhale, just lift up on your fingertips and come forwards again, just to create length in the spine. So remember what we're doing here, we're not trying to fit our body into a particular shape. We're trying to connect, feel, experience, and create space in our body with particular focus on certain parts. So we're really thinking about that spine. Good. Now come up on the fingertips again. And now as we bring the hands down, bring the weight onto the left foot and step back with the right. And we're going to step back with the left. So we're coming into a downward dog. So here we are in a downward dog. Pushing into the hands, fingers spread wide, open the shoulder blades, soften the elbows. Keep the thighs strong, keep the waist long, keeping the tailbone reaching up to the ceiling. So opening the armpits as well, opening across the upper back between the shoulder blades. Good. And now bring the knees down to the ground and sit back into the heels. Let's have a little rest here, repose, bring the forehead to the ground, extend the fingers forwards, open the back of the shoulders, breathe in through the nostrils, and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Good. So we're going to come up back into downward dog again. So use the inhale to keeping the hands where they are, come up to all fours, and the exhale, breathing in, tuck the toes under, breathing out, lift the knees off the ground, back into downward dog. Take a moment here. If you want to just get the backs of the legs a bit more energized, you can do this walking the dog movement, which is bending one knee and pushing the heel down. So you might be bending the right knee, pushing the left heel down, and vice versa. But keep length in the waist. Keep that waist really long. Keep the chest broad. So keep a slight bend or softness in the elbow to help that happen. As soon as we lock the elbows, we kind of bring the shoulder blades together. Spread the fingers wide, pressing into the palms. Now we're going to come up into an up dog. So how to do this? We look towards the hands and we let our body come forwards. So the body comes forwards and we're in an up dog. Take the chest forward. We're not in a plank. So we're not just letting the legs kind of hang there. We're pushing back into the heels. So we get this dynamic. The front of the body is open. You can put the knees on the ground if it feels too strong. Slightly soft elbows still to use the strength in the arms. Heart is flying upwards. Good. Take a moment just to rest the legs down. Yeah, I'm kind of in a this is still an up dog, it's a different version. Now we're going to come back into downward dog. Tuck the toes under and lift up into downward dog, breathing in and breathing out. Now we can move as we wish from one posture to the other. To really think about the hands and the palms being really grounded. Use the inhale to move, so lifting the gaze, taking the hips forwards and lowering down. Open the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink into the posture. So always thinking about keeping length in the spine, breathing in, breathing out. We're kind of making this front of the body open here. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And if you want, you can just hold the posture for a bit longer. You can put the legs on the ground and do a few breaths there, and then you can return back. Breathing in is the movement. Breathing out is coming into the posture. So you can stay in downward dog for a bit. Breathe a few breaths. It's up to you how you want to move. You can just keep moving between one and the other. And this is great for developing upper body strength, connecting your body with your breath, really focusing on the spine as well. Let's do one more. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And then place the legs on the ground. Sit back into the heels once more. Bring them forward to the ground. Breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out through the mouth. Yeah. Okay. Let's come back to all fours, but this time it's more of a tabletop. We're going to just get this spine going again. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, fingers spread wide, elbows nice and springy. So now we're going to do these lovely opposite movements. Breathing in, extend the right hand forward, left leg back. Exhaling, bringing the hand and the knee to the ground. Bring the face to the ground as well. So it's inhaling, the right leg, left arm. So opposites, look forwards. Exhaling, bringing your face or eyes to the space between the hands. Switching over. Breathing in, breathing out. So remember, it's opposites. So if it's an opposite arm and leg. Otherwise, you're kind of doing a bit of an advanced version, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, extend. Think about this beautiful diagonal you're making across the body, connecting the right shoulder with the left hip and the left shoulder with the right hip. So we're really expanding in all directions, really engaging with our body, noticing how it feels to expand on the inhale, looking forwards, and how we come back to the ground, back to the earth, back to the body on the exhale. So really do this smoothly and slowly and mindfully. Notice what's happening to your mind. Does it start wandering off? Let's do one more. Breathing in, strong inhale, exhaling, coming down. Sit back into the, actually we'll just take the hands forward a little bit. We're just sitting, but we're not going to reach the heels. It's an extended dog, or sometimes a puppy dog. So we're really getting some length in the spine. So the hands are a bit further away. Our bottom or hips are going back, but they're not quite reaching the ankles. Your forehead might reach the ground, it might not. Good. Just feel that openness that's coming into the shoulders. Really opening across the upper back as well, back of the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. And then just slide the hands back, sit back into the heels, bring the forehead down to the ground if it's not there already, and sweep the arms back into the pose of the child. So we can just release, put the knees as wide as they need to be to accommodate your comfort. Back of the arms on the ground, breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let all your breath go on the out breath. Good. So, coming back up. Come up to kneeling. Just notice how it feels there. And we're going to come back up to standing. So first of all, we take the hands forwards. Maybe just get the measurement. We're going to come into downward dog, so you might want to just get this measurement right. This is how I find the measurement. So it's not tabletop, it's slightly forward. You might actually be able to feel into that, so try that. Tuck the toes under, breathing in. Lift the knees off the ground, breathing out. Come into downward dog here. So let's see how it feels now. Make the body long. Breathe into the spine as you extend and expand, lifting, imagining that tail is being pulled upwards and backwards. Soften the elbows. And now we're just going to walk the feet towards the hands, let the body hang. Let the body hang. Release. How does it feel this time? Does it feel even more released? The back, the spine, you feel a bit more energy moving in your spine. Keeping the head heavy. Now lift and do this as slowly as you can, lifting from the base. Keep breathing in and out, just fueling this, leaving the arms heavy. Noticing, how do I feel as I feel the energy rising up through my center. Feel the sense of your centeredness as you come to standing. Okay, so some balance. So feel your feet on the ground. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. And we're going to come into the Heron balance, one of my favorites. So we'll put the weight onto the left foot. Now as you inhale, you start taking the hands out to the sides. Inhale, lifting the right knee. Lifting it high, lifting the hands above the head, bring the hands together. Turn the hands, slowly lower that leg down at the same speed as the arms. So that foot just reaches the ground as the hands reach the sides. Switch over, inhale. So you'll do it in your time, but trust whatever you're doing, try and keep it coordinated. And the breath should be smooth and even. It's not so much about the speed, it's more about the pace. So it's smooth and even. So it could be a bit faster, you know, but it's smooth and even. And this is where you might want to use Ujjayi breath, also known as ocean breath. You know, we have that slight constriction of the throat. And to remind you, the sound is the same sound you make when you're saying ha or sa. So that's an easier way to remember it. And this just helps to really elongate the breath because there's a constricted flow, so it takes longer. So it's a great way to very quickly lengthen, slow, and deepen your breath, Ujjayi breath. So let's see if we can extend this practice. Inhale. And if you want to, you can extend the leg as you exhale, bringing the hands down. That's a bit stronger. Inhale, lift the knee up again. Hands together and breathing out, lower down again. So we just add a little element in there. Inhale, lift the knee high, lift the hands high, stretch the fingers to the ceiling. Breathing out, push that heel out, arms coming down to the side. Inhaling and lifting the knee. Exhaling, lower that leg down. Let's do one more of those extended versions. Breathing in, lift the knee high, lift the arms high, stretch up. Breathing out, push the heel out, arms come down. Breathing in, lift the knee high. And breathing out, lower down. One more on this side, breathing in. At the same time, you can push that right foot into the ground. You know, get this feeling of connectivity in the body, and then slowly on the out breath, lowering the foot down, lowering the arms down. Let's take a moment to stand. How's that feel in your body? Notice there where the imbalances are. So And we're going to come into another balance now. So the heron followed by the tree, much more different. You know, we're moving in balance, and now we're going to be still. So put the weight of the left foot into the left foot, and place that right foot, making sure you take the knee out to the side, on the ankle, on the calf, not on the knee, or if you can reach there, pressing into the thigh. Press the thigh back. So we're pressing again to the center. Think about your center. This is what the alignment is always keeping a sense of your center. Knee out to the side, open hips, breathing in, lift the arms up, and we'll bring the hands together above the head this time. So we've got this sense of center. So the fingertips are reaching up into the skies, into the universe, and the sole of the foot is, the roots are going down into the center of the earth. So we feel this sense of centeredness, lifting the chest as well. You can feel your abdominals, you can feel your back, everything in this center line, pressing the hands lightly together. Pressing the foot into the thigh or wherever your foot is, and pressing the leg back towards the foot. One more breath in, lower the arms down on the out breath, keeping the legs steady and stable, and then lift that right knee. Lift it high, give it a squeeze, lower that leg down slowly. Good. Let's have a little shake of the legs. Put the weight into the right foot. So we're going to make the same thing we did on the other side. So wherever your foot was, remember not on the knee. That's putting pressure on the knee. So this center line again. Open up the hip. So you need to lift the chest, almost taking the hips forwards, pointing the tailbone down. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Keep your focus of your eyes and keep breathing. So hands come together and extend up and away to the ceiling, but always also lifting the chest. So the shoulders are kind of coming down behind you a little bit, rather than having this kind of sense that the shoulders are lifted. And this keeps us much more cohesive in the body. You know, everything is much more balanced and centered. So we're lifting up the hands, fingertips extending to the heavens, to the skies, to the universe, to the cosmos, and the sole of the foot is going to the center of the earth. So we're really in our center, in our axis. Feel a sense of that brightness at your center. One more breath in, breathing out, lower the arms down, slowly. Lift that left knee high, and lower the leg down slowly. Good. And again, have a little shake of the knees. Knees are slightly bent, and the hips can go too, and the shoulders can join in, because I just tend to join in anyway. And make some sound, shake out. Good. So reconfigured, repatterned. Let's come into a little gratitude moment. Bring the hands together, breathe in. Feel that heart expanding. We're coming from the heart. So breathing out, that heart energy is going to the ground, looking down, pointing the fingers to the ground, and then opening them up. Opening the hands up, open the fingers up, inhaling, reaching up, looking up at the hands as they come together, and exhaling, bringing the hands down through that center line. So we're still focusing on this center line, holding our center, pointing the fingers towards the ground, inhaling. We're exploring and circling and expanding from the center, but we're keeping a sense of that center. And we're just drawing that down, breathing out, just drawing that line, pointing to the ground again. And do this in your own time, but again, it's the steadiness of the breath that's important, the pace. So it's not the speed. Good, coming down. And then we just bring our mind to gratitude, this quote we started with at the beginning of the practice from William Blake. Gratitude is heaven itself. So we just, anything that we feel grateful for or appreciate today, maybe in this moment, or something that came up this day. So really look and search within yourself, around yourself. Maybe there are things in your home that you appreciate and give you a sense of gratitude. Maybe there are things that you've achieved or overcome in your life, or maybe there's just something beautiful in the day. Maybe there's a quality in the day or an aspect of nature that touches you. So feel that in this moment. One more time, breathing in. Drawing that energy back down into your center. Let the hands rest at the heart, lifting the chest towards the hands, close the eyes. So we just come inwards for a moment to sensitize and feel. We feel our feet on the ground, we feel the crown lifting to the universe. And we feel that sense of centeredness. How does that feel? And the center of the heart, how does that feel? Yeah, taking a moment to do that. And dropping the hands down. So let's see. Little half sun salute. We're going to do a few of these, just maybe not so many. So feet again, check them. Hips width apart, parallel. Breathing in, lift the arms up, look up. Breathing out, bend the knees, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, hands come just below the knees, look forwards. So get that length in the spine, the shoulders come back. Exhale, forward bend, looking at the space between the big toes, not at the knees. And then you bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, push up through those legs, strong, powerful legs lift you up. The inhale lifts you up. Exhale, arms come down. Breathing in, inhale. Exhaling, arms coming down, knees soft, bring the fingertips to the ground. Breathing in, straighten the legs, open the chest. Breathing out, forward bend with straight legs. Bend the knees a lot so you can push up through the feet. Push up against the ground, breathing out. So we're experiencing the heavens, the sky, and then we're coming down to the earth. Knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's go a little faster. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms come down. Breathing in, breathing out. Knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, push up, reach up. Inhale. Exhale, arms come down to the sides. Inhale, arms come up, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips hum to the ground. Strong belly. Inhale, hands just below the knees or on the knees. Inhale, look forwards, breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Last time, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one more cycle. Breathing in, breathing out, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, look forwards, straighten arms, back, legs, forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in. Scoop up that energy, breathing out. Bring the arms down. And just stand for a second into Tadasana. In the mountain, feel your feet, maybe take a quick look at them, remember where they are, the connection with the earth. Feel the evenness of weight between the right and left foot. Lift the chest away, soften the knees, strengthen the thighs. Let the shoulders drop back, let the hands hang heavy. Back of the neck is long, so everything is bright and lively. Good, so you're at your center. You're grounded. These are really important qualities you can bring into any moment of your life. Breathing. Maybe just close your eyes for a moment again. How does it feel to be centered and grounded? The more familiar we can get with this sensibility, the more we are able to see when we're not grounded and centered. And we can then start to bring ourselves back into that state. So let's come down to the ground. We'll bring the arms forwards. Don't forget, feet, hips width apart, parallel. And breathing in. As you breathe out, sitting back into the heels, or sitting back as if there was a chair behind you. Taking the hands forwards, slowly breathing in and out the whole time. How slow can you go? Strong thighs, strong belly, all the time. Strong buttocks. Slowly, slowly as you can. And when you're ready, catch yourself. Stretch the legs forwards. Yeah. And then we're going to bring the knees up and hug the knees. Just hug your knees. Relax the back of the neck. Breathe into the nostrils. Yeah, neck needs a little bit of release there. Good. Let the feet fall out to the side. Let the knees fall out to the side. The feet come together. And you can hold on to the ankles here or the toes, depending on where you can reach easily. And sit up tall. So don't worry too much about where the knees are to begin. And if you need to sit on a cushion, please do. Think really about the shoulders going back. So everything from the base of the spine to the back of the neck or the top of the head towards the back is lengthening away from each other. And you're pressing your shoulder blades back as if you are pressing them against a wall. So we're trying to get everything, and you'll notice straight away what first happens is your abdominals have to really work hard. You can be holding the ankles or holding the toes. And then you'll find maybe that you can use that holding of the ankles or toes to work against, so that you can bring the knees down to the sides. So you're opening the hips there. Imagine it's like a flower opening. But breathe with that. Don't force or push. Just see if you can just feel that dynamic between holding the feet or toes, opening the chest, shoulders back, back of the neck long, and the knees going down. Everything is kind of working away from each other, creating space and length. Good. Now release the feet a little bit. Now take the thumbs into the center of the foot, give that a little bit of a rub. It always feels nice just to give ourselves a bit of massage, particularly right in the middle of the foot. It's often a very tender place, and it just feels good to give ourselves that bit of touch. And the fingers go around the foot. So we're going to now come into a slightly different mode. So we're very straight up. Now we're going to curve the back in a different direction. So it's as if the crown of the head wants to look into the space between the feet. We're going to open the feet as if they're like a little book. So we're peeling them open, and we'll just bring the top of the head as if it's coming down. You may find that your elbows kind of start pushing into the inside of the thighs, which is okay, because it's still helping to open the hips. Breathe with this. Breathing in. Feel that expansion in the body. Breathing out. Feel the emptying, and feel the space that is becoming available to you. Good. Okay. Slowly come up to seated again. Okay, and then bring the knees up, hug the knees. Okay, bring the face towards the knees. Breathe in, and breathe out through the mouth. So let's come into a little cosmic egg. Take the hands around the fronts, just below the knees, and we're going to just lift and open the chest again. So we've been curved. Now we're going to do the opposite. Take the shoulders back, lift the chest, back of the neck long, and just come onto the tippy toes, or take the toes off the ground. So we're in this beautiful balance. We're sitting on the sit bones, not back. So we're really sitting forwards. It's like we're kind of taking the chest and the abdominals in a nice straight line, taking the abdominals forward, so they really have to work here. And maybe just close your eyes again for a moment, just to feel that sense of centeredness. We're floating in space, but we are our own little planet, if you like. We're at our center. Breathe deeply. Just enjoy that moment of poise and balance, and then take the feet to the floor. Okay, so take the legs wide now. A few more things here before we come to lying. Wide legs. Again, you might want to sit on something. I often quite like to just get my fingertips and just lift up and sit a bit more comfortably there. You can try that if you like. So we're going to take the body out towards the right leg now. So your body is facing, it's almost like the heart wants to see the toes. And we're just going to walk the hands slowly down the leg. But just, we're kind of just doing this in the kind of like, well, I'm just wandering here. I'm not pushing, I'm not trying to achieve. And it's like the heart wants to come towards the toes, it wants to see the toes. And like you see, I've got my hands either side on the ground. You can hold onto the leg if you prefer, whichever feels better for you. My toes are both pointing towards the ceiling. Try and see if you can keep the toes pointing towards the ceiling. There's a tendency that leg might want to roll in, but try and keep that. And slowly breathe with it. See if there's a little bit of space your body's going to let you have here. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out long. Now use the hands to walk up the leg. Come to center. And then turn slowly towards the left. So we're going to take the hands, either walk either side of the leg, or you can hold and walk on the leg, whichever feels better for you. Again, taking the chest towards the left toes now. So really try and get your angle towards, really looking towards those left toes, and they're going towards the ceiling. Right toes are also still going towards the ceiling. Find a place where you feel like you're at your edge of comfort, maybe just slightly going into a bit of discomfort, not pain. And now breathe, breathing in and breathing out. We take time with the body, we communicate with the body. We give it some time to release, to let go. And we create more space so that next time we come back to this, the body will be, if it's not too long a time, the body will remember and it will give us more space because it feels like we gave it, we gave it some time and space. Walk the hands back up the leg and then bring the hands to center. Maybe just walk the hands as far forward as you can. If you get to a point where you think, okay, that's my edge, if you can go further. And all the time, maybe taking, rather than bringing the head to the ground, we're taking the chest forwards. And breathe. Be careful not to over-emphasize the inner thighs. We want to keep them safe. Walk the hands back up. Take the hands behind you. Open the chest. Look up. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we're just going to cross the legs. Maybe you're going to feel nice after having them extended. Have a little rock side to side. Yeah. Just releasing. Maybe having the hands going from one to the other. Just have a little rock. Just to release, reset. You can take that as far as you want over. Body really enjoys rocking. You can even take that into a slight twist if you want, just bringing the hands over, if that feels like there's space for you to do that. And then come back to center. So you've had a little bit of a rock there. And maybe there's some things that still need to be released. Maybe there's some stuff from the day. So we're going to come into a lion. So the claws can either come down to the ground or out to the side. Okay. And you can have your legs crossed. If you want to do the traditional way, you can have the knees bent and sit between the feet. That's kind of quite tough, or you can always sit on a cushion there. Maybe I'll stay with this one now I'm here, but however, as long as you can get the hands on the ground and out to the side. So let's try this lion. Breathing in and out. Good. Eyes wide, tongue out, rasping sound. Breathing in. Good. Gather yourself. Let's do one more of these. Breathing in. Good. Bring the knees up again. Hug the knees. Extend the legs out. Bounce the knees up and down. And at last, we're going to get to lie down. Let's make a little bit of effort on the way. So extend the fingers towards the toes. Keep that kind of tension. The tension is there, but your breath is not tense. It's breathing, it's moving, so that you can kind of feel at ease whilst in that kind of slight discomfort. That's the balance. And rolling down and let the arms go to the side. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. And sigh out through the mouth. Oh, let it all go. Yeah. And just feel, how does my body feel now? Ah, sigh, release. Feel the weight of the body on the ground. Ah, just enjoy that feeling. Okay. We maybe just finish with something very simple. Bringing the knees up to the chest, having a little rock and roll, releasing the lower back. Place the soles of the feet on the ground close to the buttocks here. We'll just do a little bit more spine work on the knees into a short relaxation. So feet close to the buttocks, hips width apart, parallel with the feet, palms flat down. Extend the fingers down to the bottom of the mat. Bring the chest, chin into the chest. Now use the inhale to lift the hips high. Keep those thighs even. Open the front of the body, rolling down on the exhale. So do this to whatever extent feels useful to you. If you feel like, oh, I'm just tired, I want to just soften, then just do it very minimally. You can just lift the back slightly off the ground. You can even do it with just a slight, it's kind of a rocking of the pelvis, breathing in, breathing out. But with the breath, whatever you decide to do, maybe you build up to something. But we're just focusing on the spine. Keep the chin tucked in. If you want to, you can add in this movement, breathing in, lift the arms up. If you find that enjoyable. And as the back rolls down, the arms reach the ground. So choose which you'd like to do. Rolling and peeling the spine off the ground. And then rolling it back down, breathing out smoothly. Keep the chin tight to the chest, keep the back really fluid and rolling. The movement of the body is following the breath. The breath is in charge. And rolling down for the last time now. Hug the knees once more, just to counter pose. Have a little rock and roll. Okay, place the soles of the feet on the ground. A bit further away from the buttocks and as wide as the mat. Extend the arms out to the sides. We'll do a little bit of a line twist just to really bring some ease into the spine. So breathing in. Breathing out, let the knees fall to the left and the head goes over to the right. Breathing in, lift the knees to center, lift the head to center. Breathing out, knees go down to the right, head goes over to the left. So we're just moving and breathing. Close your eyes, just ease into a more relaxed state, more flowing, letting go, less active. It's almost like the body is just moving and following the breath. You're not really having to do anything here. Just releasing. Inhale and exhale. And the breath is coming in and out through the nostrils. You're just enjoying gravity and the weight of the body and the breath all working together with hardly any effort from you. And you're feeling that release happening in the lower back and in the hips. And your whole body is just softening. The next time you come to center with the knees and the face, just slide your legs away, bring the arms a bit closer into the body, but away from the body, palms facing the ceiling. Keep the back of the neck long, close your eyes. And to take a little relaxation for a minute or two. So breathing nice and easy. Breathing into the nostrils. Take a few sighs if you feel like you need to release any more. Into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Breathing into the nostrils. Through the mouth. Just let your breath settle now. And feel your body relaxing. Let it go. And let your whole body enjoy this moment of relaxation and release and calm. So we come to the end and gradually waken the body up. Whatever way feels good, stretch your body, hug your knees, do whatever feels necessary to come back to the day, breathe a little deeper, move your body. Let's just rub the surface of the body a little bit. Breathing. And then once you've looked around, rub the palms together. Let's get some energy and heat going between the palms of the hands. Oh yeah, building a little fire here. Place it over the heart center. Close your eyes. Just take a little moment of focus inwards before we come back into the world. And bring to mind your sankalpa or your intention. And just say that phrase to yourself. Take it deep into your heart. Give it warmth. Give it energy. Give it your attention, your full attention. Maybe give it a smile too. Good. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much for being with me today. That's fantastic. Beautiful. Great.